because there are so many things that are involved in the management of cerebral palsy. So it's not a condition that one person can treat. We need to assemble a multidisciplinary care team depending on the problem we've identified and the needs that we think that the child has. That will help us to assemble a multidisciplinary care team that will help to treat that child. And the team members include the physicians from different specialties of medicine, the pediatrician, the orthopedic surgeon, the ENT surgeon, and all work on so many physicians, depending on the particular need that the child has if he has cerebral palsy. And then we also need occupational therapists. So some of them may need occupational therapy for them to be able to be independent. So the occupational therapist and the physical therapist to help in mobility. And then the speech therapist for those that have problems with speech. And then the social worker and counselors are very, very important. Counseling is very important for those children and their parents. Then we need special educators, and then we need a mental and clinical psychologists. Okay, the team that is involved is not limited to this, but these are those that will at least be involved in caring for children that have cerebral palsy. Counseling is very, very important as soon as diagnosis is made. It's very important to provide appropriate counseling for the parent so that they will understand the condition and help the overall outcome for the child. And then family support is very, very crucial. So what helps us to predict what the long-term outcome of children with cerebral palsy could be? The long-term outcome of cerebral palsy will depend on the severity of the motor disability. That's one of the primary determinants of what the long-term outcome will be. For those that have mild disability, they will have a better outcome. For those that have severe disability, their outcome may not be as good as those that have mild one. And then the presence and severity of cognitive dysfunction. If a child is having a motor disability and is able to learn and adapt, that child is going to have a very good outcome. But if there is a severe cognitive dysfunction, the child is not able to learn, is not able to adapt, is not able to communicate, then that outcome for that child may not be very good. Then the other disability the child has may also have an impact on what the child's long-term outcome could be. And other associated disabilities, depending on the associated disability the child has, that may have an impact on how that child is going to come out to be. Then the level of motivation of the family is very, very important. For a family that is well motivated, their child with CP is going to have a much better outcome compared to a family that does not have good motivation. Then the family, community, and social support that the child also has a very important part to play in what that child's long-term outcome will be. If the child is having good family support, having good community support, and is having good social support, then that child is going to have a much better outcome. Then the type and intensity facilities that are available, we know that children with cerebral palsy in Canada and US, they will have a better outcome compared to children in Nigeria because we don't have those facilities to properly rehabilitate them. Then prevention. Keep talking about the fact that cerebral palsy is not curable, so we have to lay a lot of emphasis on prevention. While we are trying to better the life of children that already have cerebral palsy, we need to put in effort to reduce the number of new children that will develop cerebral palsy. And some of the things that will help us to prevent new cases of cerebral palsy include the well-supervised pregnancy and safe delivery. That is very, very crucial because most children that have cerebral palsy will have had a problem either during pregnancy or during the time the child is being born. So if we are having a very well-supervised pregnancy and we are having safe delivery, then the number of children that will have cerebral palsy will reduce. Then appropriate investigation during pregnancy, we need that to know mothers that are at risk of having cerebral palsy so that we can intervene early. And then we need well-trained birth attendants. That's very, very important. We need people that can help to conduct safe delivery so that children are born safe. And then we also need to have a good referral system that will help us in having less number of children with cerebral palsy. I'm going to skip some of the things. We should talk about the things that people confuse cerebral palsy with. Because of time, we may not have time to go through all those things. So what is the way forward? If we find out that the child is having cerebral palsy, what is the way forward? Maybe Benola has already talked about some of the things that we need to do. We need to have an early diagnosis of a well-qualified professional so that we know that yes, this child has cerebral palsy, and then we need to do that diagnosis as early as possible so that we can start early intervention. Then we need to get informed. It's good to have proper information. It's not good to go to the internet and put cerebral palsy. There are a lot of junk information in the internet. You need to get information from reliable sources. And then we talk about counseling, and then we need to know what the local interventions are. What can be done for that child within the locality? It's not everybody that can take the child to London or to India or everywhere. So we need to know what the local interventions are so that we can place that child into those interventions. Then we talk about the support group, is very, very important. And then we need to do severity assessment and needs assessment so that we know what the child needs are and we can know the specific intervention to offer that child. And then we talk about alternative therapies. We know there are a lot of people that are claiming one thing or the other. Some people say they can cure cerebral palsy. Some people say they can do all kinds of things. So we need to know what those people actually do, what they offer this group of children. And we need to include parents in any intervention we are planning for children that have cerebral palsy. Coping tips. One is that you should always love your child no matter the condition. That is very, very critical. You need to love your child. I need to know that first of all, this is your child. Not just say that this is a child with cerebral palsy. The first thing is that this is my child. And that is the first thing to always consider. Then you need to allow time for grief. It's very important. It's not good to bottle up emotions. Grieving is a normal process and it needs to take place when such a situation occurs. Then parents need to play with their children. If the child has cerebral palsy, come down to the child's level and play with the child. It makes it easier for the child to be able to interact. Then it's also important to get therapy. Depending on the problem the child has, then that will determine the type of specific therapy that child will get. Speech therapy for those that have the speech problem, then it will be occupational therapy, physical therapy, or educational therapy. And those therapies should be started as soon as possible. And then parents also need to learn from professionals so that they can start practicing some of those interventions at home. Then while taking care of a child with cerebral palsy, you also need to take care of yourself. Okay? Because the stress of balancing career and family and then taking care of other children, it puts a lot of stress on the family. So it's very, very important for parents that have children with cerebral palsy to also take care of themselves. And then you need to maintain your friendship and social interaction. It's not good to become withdrawn because you have a child with cerebral palsy. You need to interact with family and other friends. And then you can play one activity with the whole family, schedule special alone time. And then sometimes when you are too stressed, it may be good for you to hire a babysitter or a respite giver so that you can have time to do other things. And then you can read up lifting books. And then it's always better to focus on the present instead of fretting about what will happen tomorrow. So in conclusion, cerebral palsy may have many cases and may be confused with different clinical conditions. We didn't have time to look at those clinical conditions that you may be confused with. And for children with cerebral palsy to have maximum potential and live an independent and quality life, we need to identify them early. We need to make early diagnosis and we need to start early intervention. And all of us as stakeholders in their care, and we need to work together to make their life and the life of their family better. So thank you very much for this. Thank you very much.